Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to another day of learning with Mrs. R. I'm so happy you're here. Let's go ahead and get started. Let me show you the things you're going to need today before we get started on our work. So you're going to need your two workbooks, the SC workbook, blend workbook, and then you're going to need your AB word family workbook. Okay, so grab both of these, and if you don't have them, go ahead and press pause and go ahead and grab those. And you're going to need a pencil, and you're going to need scissors and glue, because we're going to do some cutting and gluing today. Okay, so go ahead and grab those things, and I'm going to share my screen with you. And here we go. Okay, so we've got our two workbooks we're going to be working in today. And so we're going to do first the A-B word family book. So remember, last time we did this, we were working on it. A-B says ab, and then we can add a new letter in the front of it to make a brand new word. So d-ab, dab. And that's one of those little dabber markers that you can make dots and things on pages. Last time we worked on Let's Learn A-B, which is the ab sound, and we talked about gab, which means to talk a lot. And then we were looking for words that had the ab sound in it. So k-ab, ch-ab, u-ab. So a lab is where a scientist does all the experiments. A tab is the top of a pop can when you open it, and it makes that sound, like psh sound when you open it, but that's the tab. And then a cab is another word for a taxi. Okay? So today we're going to turn the page to the second page, and we're going to work on Let's Build Words. So I'm just going to fold my page back like this and make the page a little bit bigger. All right, so on this page, we can see that we have words we need to trace, and then we have these blank boxes that we're going to use to build words with these letters down here at the bottom, okay? So let's do the first part first. Let's go ahead and trace our words, and then we'll read them, okay? So let's go ahead and trace these. So let's go and start. We're just going to trace right on the lines, just like I'm doing. Just use your pencil. I'm using a pen. Normally, Mrs. R would never use a pen for work, but I want to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. Oops, go up a little bit. And so a pen is a little bit darker, but you guys will use pencil because you need to erase sometimes. And tab, which is T, A, B, and then lab, L, A, B, and cab, C, A, B. Okay, so we've got j, ab, t, ab, o, ab, and k, ab. So after we've written and traced all of our words, we need to get out our scissors. Okay. So I have bigger scissors than you guys because I'm an adult, but you guys have scissors that are just right for your hands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be really, really careful because I don't want to cut the page underneath. So I'm going to hold this page up while I cut in order to make sure that I don't cut the page underneath. So I'm just going to cut straight across, just like this, and then I'll just hold on to my finger and pull that off, or you can cut it off with your scissors, okay? So now you have these letters, and so I need to cut out each one of these boxes. When you see dotted lines on a page, usually it means to cut, but sometimes it can mean it's a space to write your name, and also sometimes it can mean to fold. So that's why it's really important for you to listen to the teacher's directions, because you may not be sure which you're supposed to do. And if you go ahead and do them not the directions, sometimes you make a mistake. Okay, so we're going to cut today. We're going to put all these out. Just like that. And I know I cut a little faster than you, so if I get too far ahead, just make sure that you pause your video and get these all cut out, okay? You don't need to be stressed because Mrs. R is going too fast for you. You can take all the time in the world you need. Okay, so I am going to, because we've got a lot of A's, and we have a lot of letters here to sort out. I'm going to have a lot of B's because this is the AB family. So I have a lot of A's and a lot of B's to add to our words. And then, of course, we're going to have all these other letters down here at the bottom that we'll put up in front of the words to make new words. Okay? All right, so once you've gotten all your letters cut out, then you're ready to start. So if you haven't cut all your letters out yet, just go ahead and press pause and then press play again, and then you can continue on with Mrs. R. But I highly recommend that you lay out your letters. See how Mrs. R is doing it? Lay your letters out so that you can find them easier. So I grouped my letters. I put all the A's in one spot, all the B's in another spot, and then these last 4 letters I put down here at the bottom. Okay. All right, so you're going to need to grab your glue stick, and we are going to find the letters in this word jab. Means kind of point, push on something, jab it or poke it. Jab. So we're going to look for a J, an A, and a B. So the first letter is J. So I see J is right here. It's the one that goes down with a stick with a monkey tail and a dot on the top. Okay, so we're going to put a little dot of blue. We don't need to put a whole bunch to put our J. And the next letter is the letter A. Okay, so find your letter A, pop that right in there. And then I need a B. So you can see why if you have them kind of in order that it makes it a little bit easier to find. Okay, so we've got our first word, jab, jab. And if you find the pieces are coming up, you can put a little tiny bit more. Okay, all right, so our next word, tab, tab. So the first letter is T. And here's my T. So I'm just going to put a dot of blue there and put my T in there. And then the next letter I need is an A. So I'm going to grab that and put that in there. And the last letter is a B. So I have a B here. So I'm going to pull that out and put it right there. Now the next word is lab. Lab. So I need an L. There's an L right here. Just pop that in that spot with a dot of blue. Needs a little bit more blue. I don't like to put too much glue on my papers because it makes a mess. And then the next sound, A. My last letter is a B, because all of these words are going to end with an A and B. So you know, since it's the AB family, every one of these words is going to have an A, B at the end. So we know this one will have an A and a B as well. Cab. The sound is a C. Okay. So pop that in there. The next sound is an A. Come into that spot. And of course, our last letter is a B. Okay, I'm going to put the lid on my glue. Really important that you make sure your glue lid snaps on tight, because if you don't, it'll get dried out and then you don't have a glue stick to use for our assignments. Okay, so let's go ahead and read these words. Make them nice and big so you can see them. Okay, so let's read them. Jab, jab. Point with me. Get your pointer finger and ready to point to the words. Tab, tab. Lab, lab. Cab, cab. Okay, now let's try and read them fast. Jab, tab. Lab, cab. Okay, so good job, everybody. You did a great job on writing your words. We built our words by cutting and gluing, and then we read them. Very good. All right, so if you are done with this book, let's go ahead and close the cover. And we're going to get our next book that we're going to work on, and that is our blend. And a blend is where you take 2 letters, S and C, so and you smash them together and you make a new sound. Say them fast together. You don't say sk, you say sk. So it's really fast, like in scarf, okay? And you'll remember last time we did some sorting. It says, let's sort with SC. So you can see it. So what we did is we looked at all the pictures at the bottom of the page. Remember, we cut them and glued them. And on this side where it has the thumbs up, everywhere, every word that we heard the SC, the sk sound in, we put on this side. And every word that did not have the sk sound, we put on this side. So over here we have scarecrow, sk, scarf, sk, scale, sk, scar. Okay, so you can hear the sk sound in each one of those words. And on the side that did not, duck, truck, oops, excuse me, ran, duck, ship, or you could call it a tug, and then a castle. Those did not have the sk sound in them, okay? So today, we're gonna turn the page and we're going to write words with the SC. Let's see if I can make it a little bit bigger here so you can see it. Okay, so you're gonna need your pencil to do these today, and we're gonna just take a look. So we're adding the SC sound to each one of these words to build a new word. So this first word is scalp. It's the top of your head, scalp. Okay, that's what's a new word that you may or may not know. Your scalp is the top of your head. Scale, scar, school, and scarf. Okay, so what we're going to do really easy is we're just going to add SC to the front of each one of these words, just like this. Lowercase s and lowercase c. And you're going to do that to each one of these words, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. S, C, S, C, S, C, and S, C. Just like that, really easy, right? Okay, so now if I'm ahead of you, go ahead and push pause and you finish up writing your SCs before Mrs. R gets too far ahead of you, okay? All right, so now after we have written the SC in each one of these words, let's go ahead and read it. So SC says sk, okay? So sk, out, top of your head, scale. And a scale is things we use to measure ourselves, or sometimes like at the store, they'll measure fruits and vegetables and meats and things. Okay, this one here, scar, like you get a cut, you get a scar. Sometimes it makes a mark on your skin. School, okay, scarf. See, it's pointing to the scarf. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to write the full word out, okay? So this is practice with your writing. So let me make it even bigger so you can see. So it's really important that we have nice handwriting so people can read what we're trying to say, right? Okay, so we're going to practice writing S, C. We're just copying this word. Lowercase a, L, P. Now the P and Q and a couple of others are kind of tricky. They go under the line, okay? So we have to go under. The next word is scale. So these are all lowercase s, c. So most of them stay under the middle line. A, except for these ones like L, T, H. Some of them go above. Whoa, I lost my pen. Goodness. And E. And the next one is star. S, C, A, R. Now, if I'm going too fast for you, you know what to do, right? You just need to press pause. The next one is school. S, C, H. Here's that H that goes up above that middle line when we're doing lowercase. O, O, L. So now you know how to write the word school. So if you need to write that in your writing somewhere, you know you can come back to this workbook, your SC workbook, and find it. Okay, and the last one is scarf, which is something a lot of us are wearing this time of year because it's cold. So SC again, because this is the SC blend book, SC, A, R, and then F, one of those letters that goes above the line. Okay. All right. So I would like everybody, once you've written all your words, and if you're still working on this, press pause. I want us to read the words together. So I want you to get your pointer finger and point to this first word. And we're going to try. And remember, SC, when you put it together, you say it fast and say sk. Okay, so remember this is scalp, scale. Get ready, point and read with me. Scar. What's that? School. What's that? Scarf. Okay, now we're going to try and read them quick. Let's do them quick. Scalp, scale, scar, school, and scarf. All right. So if you are done with this, we're going to carefully fold our book. Whoops, wrong way. There we go. Fold it back to the front cover. And I'm going to go ahead and put that to the side. All right, so I hope that you had fun doing some of these gluing and cutting activities with Mrs. R, working with the AB word family and the SC ones. Okay, so we'll be working on this more. And you have extra pages inside your workbook. So if you feel like you really want to be ambitious and do some more pages on your own, you can. But those are the pages we're going to work on together. All right. So I hope you guys have a great day and have a great weekend and do something fun. I think Saturday is supposed to be pretty nice and not raining. So that would be a great day to go out for a walk or go do something that you can be outside, out in the yard. Sunday it looks like it might be raining. So you might want to take advantage of Saturday to get outside and get some fresh air. So I hope you all have a great weekend. Do something fun with your family, and I will see you all next week. Okay, have a great weekend. Get some rest and play a lot. I miss you guys, and I'm thinking about you a lot. Bye, guys.